The Kings as they came through the tunnel earlier on. All set to give their Sacramento fans something to cheer about. Welcome everybody to another presentation. Of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. GA, it's all yours.
Thank you very much. Now the calls to shorten the NBA season continue.
What's not to like? Everything makes sense. Rest the players, more practice time, and all the things you just talked about. Maybe DA, less is more. And thanks for the report. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. O'Neal is out there with Bridges. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Claxton in at the center position. Now, here's Dosunmu. Pass to Claxton. Shot clock at 6. Now, here's Dosunmu, covered by Barnes. Dosunmu, shot's good. And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. The pass to O'Neal. Launches a 3. He's off on that one. And the Kings going the other way now. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
Nobody near Barnes. Buries it from three-point range. Barnes has got 6.
Now, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
To the inside. Here's Dosunmu. And stolen by Barnes. Kicks to Holmgren. Barnes looking around. Bosh hits the pick for Barnes. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Nets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Passes to Dosunmu. Here's Svensson, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Bosh, the screen. To the middle. And easy 2 points on the layup.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Nets trail by 6. Pass to Dosunmu. Down low. O'Neal passes to Dosunmu. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Kings leading now by 6. Lays it up off the glass. He has 5.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Puts up a 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Barnes dishes to Holmgren. The kick out to Barnes. Holmgren sets the screen for Barnes. Pass to Bay. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Now Now here's Dosunmu. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And it's sent back by Bosch. They get it back, and you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Now here's Barnes, coming off 31 points last game. Three-pointer. The three-pointer is right on target. Barnes has got 9 points.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Now the pass to Dosunmu. Driving inside. And there it is for him. Dosunmu's got his second basket of the night.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And a great time to check out the power rankings. See how the teams are stacking up across the league. You look at the Celtics. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for Sacramento, they just understand how good they really are. One of the biggest hurdles is to avoid complacency, though, down the stretch.
Passes it to Claxton. Now here's Dosunmu, covered by Barnes. Pass to Claxton. To the left side wing. Nets passing it around. O'Neal from long range. Holmgren with it. O'Neal's there. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a big issue for teams, Greg, this time of year, keeping players healthy for the long haul. Coaches, we're seeing, starting to adjust rotations, keeping an eye on guys' minutes.
And, Kevin, it's such a long season. The teams have to keep the key players fresh. It's not a strategy everyone loves, but it's a necessary concern in today's NBA.
And he can't hit the second. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Trailing here by 8. Here's Svensson. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Holmgren sets the screen for Barnes. Jacks up a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 8.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Johnson outside. Kicks it to Bridges. Pass to Okongwu. And the ball. It's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Back to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson from outside. Drops in the tray.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Bosch, the screen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Nets trail by 8. Johnson surveying the floor. Right wing. From downtown. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone. Kings
leading now by 5. And here is Barnes. 9 points in the game so far. And the pass to Holmgren. Feeds it to Bosch. Barnes against Bridges. Okongwu with it. No points in the game yet for him. Can't hit the corner 3.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
It's good from long range. 11 points in the game.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Sacramento making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. To take a look at the Nets, this hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out. Nets trail by 8. Bridges passes to Okongwu. He dishes it to Johnson. And it's blocked. Barnes outside. Good. It's Bosh picking up the assist. That's 12 points for Barnes. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Here's Johnson. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. 8 points for Johnson.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
Bosh, the screen. To the paint. No good that time. The Nets go the other way with it. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And coming into that one, looking to be competitive, but the disparity in talent just too great.
You have the sense that they expected that result. Once they dug themselves into a hole, I thought they let go of the rope.
4 on the shot clock. Releases. Bosh grabs the miss. Bosh has got his 4th rebound in this one. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. He kicks to Holmgren. There's the pick. Got a piece of it. Barnes outside. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Hartenstein's checked in for the Nets.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
Nets trail by 9. There's 37 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
And the first one drops. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Kings leading now by 8. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. Dishes to Bridges. He feeds it to Okongwu. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Now Barnes. Bosh, a screen on Johnson.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's Sacramento up 11. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Kings to be in. What do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Saddiq Bey is out there with Holmgren. And there's Riley. Then it's Thompson. And it's Bryan in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Johnson in the corner. Passes it to Dosunmu. Back to Johnson. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Good on the triple. Johnson's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Nets.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
They set the screen. Pass to Thompson. Fires the 3. And no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Now here's Dosunmu. Not a lot of room. Lets the 3 fly. The shot misses. Kings leading now by 8. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's Bryan. Pass to Riley. In the corner, Bey with it. Inside. And Riley gets it to go. And the Kings lead by 10.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now, here is O'Neal. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Johnson for 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
There's the pass to Holmgren. The 3. Rebound by Johnson.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
This is it to Dosunmu. Pass to Hartenstein. Out to the right wing. There's the screen. Here's Dosunmu. It's hauled in by the Kings. They've led by as many as 11 points. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
And here is Dosunmu after the 3-pointer from Chet Holmgren. And it's blocked. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And Brooklyn making a change here.
Kessler, Nicholas Claxton.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Dosunmu. Riley grabs the miss. Sacramento leading by 10. The feed to Holmgren. Got a piece of it. Pass to Dosunmu. Riley covering to the middle. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Bryan. And another 3 for Sacramento.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And there's the pass to Dosunmu. They get it again. Pass to O'Neal. And here is Dosunmu. Second shot opportunity. Got a hand on it. They recover it. O'Neal passes to Dosunmu. And they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Nets making a switch here. Bridges checks in.
Mikal Bridges.
Kings leading now by 11. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Bay. Holmgren sets the screen for Bay. And another three for Sacramento.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Nets trail by 14. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. That one goes in.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy. They're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Once again, fans, that was your 9-1-6 crew.
Both teams deciding to change it up. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
You take a look at Barnes. He's pulled in a lot of votes, nearly enough, in fact, to break into the top 10 in the Western Conference.
Yeah, and probably wishing he was a little higher on that list, but there's just too many other guys also having fantastic seasons.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. Now, here's Bridges. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Now, here's Dosunmu, covered by Barnes.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Doris, with the officials calling slightly fewer fouls, it seems like we see a more physical game on the floor. What do you think?
I think it's a change for the better, Kevin. Obviously, you want guys to be safe, but the defense must be allowed to do their job.
That one misses. Nets trail by 17. To the paint. And the Nets miss again.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Barnes outside. They set the pick. Over to the left wing. That's tipped. Here's Boyd, covered by Barnes. Trying to end the drought. Let's keep it alive.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Bay. Here's Barnes. He's got 16. Down low. Here's Riley. No good that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Pass to O'Neal. Now, here's Okongwu. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Out left of the wing. Bridges outside. Launches it. Boyd can't get it to go. Sacramento leading by 17. A minute 50 left in the first half. Riley with a screen on O'Neal. To the inside. Moves back up. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Now here's Barnes. 17-point lead, their biggest. Fires for 3. Off the mark, only his second miss in 7 attempts.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Sacramento making some changes. Bosch is checked in. Here's Thompson in for Bay. .105 left in the second quarter. Count it, good.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
And here now the Kings. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Thompson, a screen on Johnson. Three-pointer. He can't get it to go. Nets trail by 15. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Here's Hayes. Misses the 3. Bosch will bring it up for Sacramento. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That sets off a 5-game tour for them. On the wing, Barnes. Covered by Hayes. That 3 off the mark. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Now here's Barnes. Takes a 3. Hands it from downtown. Barnes has got 19 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their work from beyond the arc has been to highlight a lot of threes, finding the bottom of the bucket. Right back after this break.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting?
It's the middle of All-Star voting. This is when I will make my way to the top of the list. Kenny wouldn't know anything about that.
Actually, Shaq, the producers are saying that. And now looking at that first half, what an impressive performance so far for the Sacramento Kings.
They're clearly beating them in transition. It's been all fast breaks. And hey, that's how this roster was built.
Every team tries to establish an identity. Theirs is catch me if you can.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Kings leading now by 18. So for Brooklyn now, they've got O'Neal. He's out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 14.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
The pass to Dosunmu. Passes it to O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sacramento grabs the miss. Bosch has got his 7th rebound here tonight. The drive by Barnes. Holmgren. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 4 assists in the game. Pass to Dosunmu. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Holmgren with the steal. Inside. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now, here's Dosunmu. Defense right on him. To halt the run, sinks the triple. Dosunmu's got 7 points in the game.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
On the wing, Barnes. And Barnes gets double-teamed. Bay wide open, and he fired. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pass to Dosunmu. Shoots the 3. And they recover it. Svensson covered by Barnes. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Hartenstein's checked in for O'Neal. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. To the wing right side. There's the drive. Holmgren can't hit.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively. Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Bosch, a screen on Bridges. Lets it go with a 3. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The pass to Hartenstein. Shoots over Holmgren. A nice shot by Hartenstein.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to.
So it's Sacramento following the bucket by the Nets. And the shot is good.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Here's Hartenstein. The Kings getting the bucket. Some solid defense from Bosch.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Holmgren kicks to Barnes. Outside Bosch. And here is Barnes. 19 points in the game. Passes it to Holmgren. To the paint. Clock at 4. And the dunk by Bosch.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Down low. To the middle. Here's Svensson. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Kings?
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Now here's Barnes. 22 points for him. This one for 3. And another 3 for Sacramento.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
To the paint, here's Svensson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
The assist.
5 points in the game.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easy. Here.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. Both teams will make substitutions. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Kings.
And a lot of shots from long distance. They're trying to stretch out the D and force them to cover out in space. And a lot of times that enables an offense to get some opportunities to attack in the paint.
And for Sacramento, their shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Bosch, that's the pick for Hardaway. Now the dish to Bosch. Over Johnson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
Pass to Nwora. Johnson against Thompson. They set the pick. Goes up on the high post. Boyd can't get it to go.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Pass to Holmgren. There's the 3. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And so it's Brooklyn with it after the three-pointer from Chet Holmgren. And there's the pass to Hardaway. Thompson sets the pick for Hardaway. And another three for Sacramento.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Passes to Nwora. He's covered by Bosch. Here's Boyd. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
How about that? Flying high to send that one down. And you know what? When you... got the athleticism and explosion of a player like that, bigger guys are still at your mercy.
Out to the wing. Now here's Holmgren. He's guarding closely, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Kings. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Friday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Nets shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Now, here's Okongwu. Defense is right there. Basket good.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Outside Hardaway for 3. The shot missing. The Nets go the other way with it. We've got 1:23 left in the third. 11 feet away, and again it's Brooklyn converting.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The screen from Thompson. Pass to Holmgren, but Trey. Nwora grabs the board. Nets shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Pass to Boyd. They set the pick. Good on the three-point shot. Boyd's got 5 points in the quarter.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Bosch sets the pick for Hardaway. No good, unable to end this run. Brooklyn's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Boyd. He's got 5. Boy, he launched that one from way outside. Boyd's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Nets. With 2 seconds left, here's Bosch, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Coming out of the floor for the Nets.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Riley. Saddiq Bey is out there with Thompson. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Bryan in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Here's Boyd. Again, the Nets for 2.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing. He was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing 2 bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
Here's Boyd. Sacramento able to drain the 3. Clock at 6. There's the pass to Hartenstein. It's hauled in by the Kings. Passes it to Hardaway. There's a good screen. On the wing, Thompson. Off target from outside. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. He's with it. Pass to Hartenstein. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession. And the Nets making a change here. Wara checked in.
For the Nets, Jordan Nwora.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Pass to Bey. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
It's the Nets now. The Kings getting the bucket. Out to the right wing. Here's Hartenstein. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Assist goes to...
The Kings have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Bey with the screen for Hardaway. Out to Thompson. Here's the 3. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Hayes up top. And the pass to Nwora. Doris, the NBA keeps talking about the idea of an in-season tournament, taking a cue, I guess, from European soccer. Do you like that? Do you think it would work?
Well, the European soccer situation has the advantage of tradition and history. There's meaning behind it. Obviously, I'm open to a little drama in the middle of the NBA season. The challenge is convincing the players and their representation, the Players Association, that this is something of value.
Now here's Hayes. Riley grabs the miss. Here we go, 1-on-1. Bryan passes to Thompson. Greg, we know that... Klay Thompson had 941 days between NBA games because of those injuries. but he was using that experience away for good.
And Clay announcing with that his family foundation would have a 941-day initiative, programs to help workers who have suffered career setbacks. Thompson helping others with their comeback.
And so Thompson nailed both of them.
His contemporaries will say this. Klay Thompson's shooting stroke is as pure as it gets.
Kings foul. First person.
Hayes checked in for the Kings.
Team foul. Into the lineup for your Kings, Saddiq Bey.
And for the Nets, their shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Sacramento's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Barnes outside. Pass to Holmgren. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Holmgren's got 11 points here in just the second half. Hayes the pass to Boyd. Here's Nwora. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
And so here's Sacramento following the bucket by the Nets. Nwora grabs the board. Inside, here's Boyd. He goes up again, and he sinks the layup. Boyd's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Barnes outside. Connects from three-point range. He's got 22.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Hayes the pass to Simonovic. Pass to Boyd. Going inside. It's tipped. Barnes outside. Covered by Hayes. A rebound by the Nets. To the inside. Here's Hartenstein, and that one drops.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Barnes outside. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. There's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off.
Now here's Hayes. Here's Boyd. Down low. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Off target with his 3. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. All alone. He can't get that one, so the Kings will take it the other way. The 3 from Barnes drains the three-pointer. Barnes has got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressive. aggressiveness. You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Some changes for Sacramento. Bosch is checked in. There's Thompson in for Bay. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. We know the NBA is exploring alternate broadcasts for selected games, allowing users to pick their commentators. Doris, should you and I be nervous?
Kevin, I'm always nervous, and you will always be the 18. Come on, my man. The fans know they need to listen to Kevin Harlan.
You are, Doris, way too kind. Coming from you, a Hall of Famer, you kidding me? I'll work with you any day, and I'll do the analyst, and you can do the play-by-play. How does that sound?
Kevin, love it.
And here is Dosunmu after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And he makes the first.
Shooting for Brooklyn. Cameron.
He makes one of two that time.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Defended by Bridges. Inside.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 1:38 left to play here in the fourth. And the three ball is good.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Brooklyn with the ball. Sacramento able to drain the three. Here's Dosunmu. Good D by Barnes.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Sacramento.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Barnes.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
Now, here's Bridges. On the wing, Bridges. Pass to Dosunmu. Bridges a screen on Barnes. 4 on the clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Third team. Shooting for Brooklyn. Ayo Dosunmu taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. That one is no good. On offense, here are the Kings. They're on a 16-6 run. And it's good, 2 points.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Now here's Barnes. Over to the wing. Holmgren dishes to Bosch. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting for Sacramento. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. So we can't get either to fall. Now, here's Dosunmu. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Clay, this is a tough part of your schedule right now. How do you get ready for the next one?
It's tough, but, for me, I got fresh young legs. I'm not playing heavy minutes, so I'm excited. And they got us in their place, but, we're looking for redemption.
Young guys never mind playing again the next night. Thanks, Clay. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with the New Balance Player of the Game.